Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a quick shout out and maybe a little bit of a try on haul. I am collaborating with a wig reviewer named Tia Maria. That's her YouTube channel, Tia Maria. And she and I have decided to do a little bit of a collaboration for an opportunity to try some different wigs that maybe we don't have on our own, and to give each other a shout out, because it's so important to have multiple resources when you are in the wig journey, to see different wigs on different people, get feedback and advice from different people, because we all approach the wig journey a little bit differently and for different reasons. So if you're curious about the 4 wigs that I got from Tia for this video, then stick around. I'm going to try them on for you, and then I'm going to ask you which one are you most interested in a full review on, and that's how I'm going to prioritize the 4 reviews I do of these wigs. So stay tuned. All right, thanks for sticking around. If you're still here, I am thrilled. So I'm gonna try on 4 different wigs. How this came about actually is Tia had reached out to me and asked if I'd be willing to do a collaboration. And I just love collaborating with my fellow wig reviewers. And so we had a little chat over Instagram messaging and decided that we would exchange 4 wigs for the purposes of reviews. So she lent me 4 wigs of hers and I lent her 4 wigs of mine. What's really fun about this is it gives you guys an opportunity to see different wigs that maybe I wouldn't have otherwise been able to review, and you'll be able to see them on her and her take on them as well. If she already has reviews of them out there, hopefully that will be the case. And then that will give you more information. So the first wig I'm going to try on, and I'm not giving full reviews on these, I'm going to put them on, give you an initial impression, and I will film separate reviews of these before I send them back to her. But I wanted to ask you guys to give me some feedback in the description if there are any of these 4 you're particularly interested in, and then I will prioritize those for upload, because I try to film a lot of content so I can keep things coming your way, and I only release 1 to 2 actual reviews a week, and then the other times I put videos out there, tutorials, their chats, their Tip Tuesdays, so that I can give you guys a lot of good variety. And I know wig reviews are just a small portion of the information that we need as wig wearers to help us on this journey. So the first wig I'm going to put on for you guys is called Cheyenne. It's Rene of Paris, and this is in the color Iced Blonde. So I have tried all of these on already, so I have a couple of impressions to share with you guys. So this is Cheyenne, and I have not ever had an opportunity to try Cheyenne. So it's really fun to be able to do this. And again, I will do full reviews and go over the cap and go over the fibers in a future video that is dedicated to each specific wig. My initial impressions of Cheyenne though, first of all, this cap is really quite big. So it's really generously sized. Not so much in the circumference as in the coverage. It fits me really quite big. The nape goes really low on me. So if you struggle with coverage on wigs and maybe them feeling a little too small for you, Cheyenne might be a good one. And the other cool thing about Cheyenne is she has a middle part. So she is a mono part, lace front, and it's more of a middle part than anything. And I know for a lot of the younger generation, middle parts are all the thing now. Not so much my generation and older, but if you are interested in a middle part wig for a change, then Cheyenne has a middle part. She is not sure if I need to get closer or not. She is very straight. I'm in sort of a temporary place to do reviews. Haven't quite figured out the spacing and all of that yet. Very straight, very straight, like stick straight, kind of razored edges on the bottom. She also hangs in the face a little bit, and so I will talk about that in my review of Cheyenne. Ice Blonde, really pretty, kind of an ashy blonde color. This one is not rooted. So excited to talk about the color in a future video and get outside and show you the rooting, or not that it's not rooted, I mean, and then get outside and show you the color. So that's Cheyenne. So if you're interested in that review coming out sooner rather than later, then weigh in the comments so I know, and that will help me prioritize because I have a lot of other wigs to review as well. The next one I'm going to show you is Claire by Noriko. This is Claire Partial Mono in the color Chestnut. And keep in mind, I will link Tia's YouTube channel below so that you can go check her out. She has a very different review style than I have. She reviews very different wigs from what I typically review. And she does some styling tutorials. I just love the variety that she includes, and she uploads a lot. So she provides a lot of content for us as wig wearers. And so she's a great one to check out and to learn a few things. So this is Claire Partial Mono by Noriko in the color Chestnut. And I have a review of this color, I believe. I know I've done a Chestnut, but now I'm forgetting if it was a Noriko wig or maybe a Rene of Paris wig. But I definitely will link it if I find one, just so you can see this color before I come out with this review. So this is Claire. So Claire is a very cute, layered kind of, I don't know, shade cut with some long fringe that you can easily cut into bangs, and just very kind of professional, polished. So definitely one that I think a lot of my wig sisters will be interested in. I do think this is a style that a lot of you like, and I do get that feedback. So this is Claire. Claire has a partial monofilament and no lace front. So you do get the realistic part, and it's actually a really interesting type of a monofilament. There is no lace front though. That's not a lace front. So we'll talk about that in a future review. But if you're interested in seeing more of Claire sooner rather than later, then let me know about that. Remember, I have 4 of them here, and I'm trying to go fast because I'm not fully reviewing. The next one is Fabulous by Rene of Paris, their Orchid Collection. And this is in the color Hot Chocolate. So it's the Orchid Collection by Rene of Paris. This collection is a little bit more of a trendy collection, a little bit more of a fashion collection. I have a review of Attitude from the Orchid Collection, super, super curly wig. I have 2 colors of Attitude, so I do have a review out there. And this one's a little bit of a darker color than I often do. So if you are into super dark brunettes, then you might be interested in this review for the color, if not the style. So the thing about this collection is they're a lot trendier than your typical, and so the styles are sometimes a little bit out there, maybe not every day. I know my Attitude is super curly, super full, super curly, definitely not always a beginner type wig. The other thing about this collection is it runs a little bit small. This one is pretty tight on me, and I do remember that from Attitude. So if you have a smaller head, this one is a little snug on me. The coverage though is super good. So the kind of interesting part of this one is she has a super deep let me refresh my memory on this one. It's like a super deep partial mono and a lace front. So you do get a little bit of a part line, not a full part line. And when I have it situated right, you can see it's a very deep, and it's on the right going to the left. So this one it's just a super polished bob with a very defined underflip. A little bit of a stack effect in the back. And I do notice this one's just a little bit shiny, so dry shampoo would be needed for this one. but the hot chocolate color is just a beautiful, super dark brown. So again, if this is one that you're interested in hearing more about sooner rather than later, weigh in the comments. Again, I'm going to get these all filmed here shortly so that I can get the wigs back to her, but how they get released, in what order and timing, that is to be determined. So the last one I have for you guys is Salon Select by Toni Bratton. And this one, I'm forgetting the color now. So this one, I don't have the tag for. She sent me the details in the text chat. And so I'm gonna have to look that up again to remind myself. But it is a very short basic cap wig. So this is actually my first Toni Bratton wig. I've not tried any Toni Bratton wigs, which is more of a budget friendly line. And so I'm really interested in trying more Toni Bratton wigs because I know so many of us are on budgets and just tight budgets, and wigs, even if they're a necessity, feel like a luxury or just out of the realm of possibility for some of us with our just our financial situation. So Toni Bratton is one that I'm curious to bring you more information on in the future. So this one is got waves. This would be like if you have a naturally curly hair that tends more toward wavy versus tight curls. And if you like short styles, it's very short. Again, it's basic cap. Very light, very cool. It would be a very cool wig. And this one I think is pretty true to average. It fits pretty snug on me. It's not uncomfortably tight, but it's not, I wouldn't consider this one big head friendly. But this is Salon Select by Toni Bratton. So that's it, guys. 4 wigs on a trade with Tia Maria to give us an opportunity to try some different styles and to give each other's channel a little bit of a shout out. So let me know what you think of this. Let me know if this was fun. And if you have a particular wig that you're dying to see sooner rather than later, tell me in the comments. And please go check out Tia Maria's channel. I have linked it in the description for you. Thank you, Tia, for partnering with me and collaborating. And thank you, you guys, for being around for these videos and for all of your support. I continue to try to figure out how to bring you good information, interesting videos, helpful videos, and not just fluff. So hopefully I'm hitting the mark. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.